It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Pittsburgh. It's the Bills and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Escapes the defender. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. 77 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now the extra point. Now this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point. And this is going to be a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 39 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Oh, the return is Olszewski. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll roll him out right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. So Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Steelers are pouring it on. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you're saying on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Van Jefferson,
43 yards.
and the Steelers are an extra point away from going up by 40. first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
They'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On first down, Funk.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Brought down by D.J. Wadham.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers just continue to roll.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much in your hand.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Vince Beagle
in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's... Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Well, Charles, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideliner. Flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills ready to take over. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame. And
touchdown! Van Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers extend their lead yet again. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side. After heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Bills. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Hands it off out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now. This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. That's complete to the running back, Funk. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw, it's Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Ayuk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he missed it. Not only was it wide right, didn't even look to have the distance either. Wow. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? time to implement it.
And take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gunnar Olszewski. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Dean Lowry able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Second and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And the Bills getting set to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of...
And he lost the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the fumble recovery, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him.
He's got a man complete. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Van Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are... Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Allen. It's caught at the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Goroshevsky, 46 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now for the point after. Crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time?
And he caught it up! But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now here on EA Sports.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Allen now on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kyle Allen, 43 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now Allen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Back to throw again.
Finding Shakir across.
And the ball is knocked out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw.
That's complete to Davis.
third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fielded at the 20. Oh, fighting off the defender.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen dancing to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete over the middle of Hardy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Tyler Higbee. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Shevsky.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building. How well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. McManus's point after is good, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Steelers are AFC champs once again, as we say thanks for watching and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.